Hey everyone, it's Beth from Rocker Notebook, and I've got a pretty cool tutorial for you using the Calico Collage Sunflower Kit. I have actually never worked with one of the folio kits before from Norella, and I have to say that it is pretty awesome, especially if you haven't done this before. She has printed instructions on the paper telling you where to cut and fold so that you can turn this into a little folio. And it was super easy and just a lot of fun to create. The only thing I wish in hindsight here is you see me sticking on the backing is that I wish I had printed the back on printer paper instead of using the cardstock because it made it really hard to fold and get it shaped into the folio size for me, even with all the scoring that I did. So that is the only thing I regret that I didn't do with this project. I will say the cardstock also made it a little hard to sew in the little pocket notebook that I end up making that you're going to see here in a minute. Um, so again, that is truly the only thing that I wish I had not done was turn that into a cardstock back. Now, here is a piece that you turn into the notebook, and it ends up being a pocket sized notebook, which is super adorable and super pretty. So I folded all my paper. Normally, I trim my paper down, but I was being lazy and I didn't. So I just sewed it like that. I have, as you know, I make the traveler's notebook. So I have a heavy duty guillotine uh, cutting paper cutter. But if you don't have one of those, which most people don't, I highly recommend cutting down your paper. Some, not all the way to the exact size, but definitely cutting it down some so that you can use the X-Acto knife method of trimming the paper down to the proper size. So then I took that and I punched the holes in, and again, I had to go off camera because sewing through the two layers of cardstock plus the cardstock cover of the notebook and all of the paper in the notebook was a little difficult. But I managed to sew it in with a saddle stitch, and it it perfect. I really, again, really enjoyed making this little folio. So then with the kit came a bunch of little embellishments that you can cut out easily by hand, but you could also throw it in your silhouette or Cricut design space and have it that cut out that way as well. But I happen to be one of those people that enjoy fussy cutting, so I didn't mind fussy cutting everything. And one of the things was this beautiful double layered pocket tag, and I used the Nouveau glue to just glue the sides down so that I had my little pocket. And then when I do projects like this, I tend to use my score tape. It's just a really heavy duty double-sided tape that works really, really well. So then I went ahead and I cut out all of the embellishments again with my scissors, and this is sped up quite a bit, but the shapes were easy. The elements are easy because Norella puts these beautiful black outlines on them for you. So you just have to go around that outline. You can see there, and I'm just snipping away, and they were super easy to cut. And just a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed this. And then you're going to see me turn this little pocket notebook into like a little mini junk journal. I am a simple junk journaler maker. I make my junk journals pretty simple and leave a lot of white space for you to add your own touches to them. I do that because what's the point of a junk journal if you can't actually journal in it and add photos or add things that you want to document? So you're going to see me do that in a minute here as soon as I finish cutting out all of these elements, which are just so pretty and beautiful. Norella knows how much I absolutely adore her words too. She's always got word phrases that are just so uplifting and positive, and I feel that we all need a lot of uplifting and positivity in our lives right now. So you can see on the right hand side, I have this little magnet there, and that's what I'm going to end up using to close the folio. I glue the magnets on either side, and you're going to see that in a second here. One of the embellishments is also a little pocket, so I added that there, and I just flipped through the book and figure out placement for some of the embellishments, but not all of them, and I just placed them down, trimmed down what doesn't fit. And I really just had a lot of fun. This is so relaxing to me to create these little junk journals. And they always just come out so pretty. Sometimes in hindsight, like there you see I had that little piece of paper on the left side. I wish I had left it there, because when you look back at the video, you're like, oh, that really does look good there. But I didn't, and that's okay. So I'm making another little pocket here, and I was a little bummed because I couldn't find my 1/4 inch score tape, which is really better for adding pockets to junk journals, because it's a thinner strip of adhesive and doesn't take so much away from the pocket, but the pocket still worked. So I finished all of that, and then this is done. I will leave a link below so you can check out Norella's folio kit for the sunflowers, which is just beautiful and bringing a little bit of spring into your lives at this time. Definitely check her out, and that will be it for me. If you're interested in Traveler's Notebooks, check out rockyournotebook.com. Alrighty, bye.